Hello and welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here um, talking about pointless stuff, but it's entertaining to me. So as you know, lots of these K-pop groups, a lot of them do like reality shows or reality web shows, or they have like their own TV program that they usually post like on their own YouTube channel or on the web, basically on the web. Um, like every group does this, but like some groups who are more popular, it gets aired on TV instead of just YouTube. But anyway, Blackpink, they have their own show. I mean, I don't know how many different shows they've had. I remember they've had like Pink House and just whatever. Like Blackpink's really popular, so like they always have one. But anyway, there's a little bit of controversy because there's always controversy in K-pop. It's just so stupid. But anyway, so Blackpink was at a zoo in wait, what's it called? The Everland Park Zoo in Seoul, Korea. So it's a zoo in Korea. Okay. Anyway, at this zoo they have pandas there, and the members were holding a couple of they're visiting the pandas, but they had some like 3 month old pandas, like some baby pandas. And so Blackpink is seen, holding them and stuff, and like in the video, whatever, like they're not wearing masks when they're holding the pandas, which is so stupid. But anyway, apparently, baby pandas are very susceptible to, let's just call them sicknesses, diseases, whatever. So it's like in the behind the scenes of this reality show, like the makeup people are like touching of Blackpink's makeup as they're holding the baby pandas. They're not wearing masks when they're holding the baby pandas. Now you're like, why is this a big deal? Well, apparently, because pandas are China's what do they call China's royalty, China's national pride. When Chinese people saw the reality show, they were outraged that like they didn't know how to interact with pandas. Like, think about how the absurdity. You don't know how to interact with a panda, so like apparently there's rules like in China because the pandas are the national treasure. Like only like the handlers are allowed to touch the pandas. If they're being filmed, a makeup crew is not allowed there. It's just they're very guarded about their pandas. Okay, so China aired portions of the reality show on their news station and blurred out the faces of Blackpink like they were criminals because they were handling the pandas once again without mask on. The makeup crew is nearby. Just all these things that the Chinese people or whatever zoo people, their panda handling standards were not met by this South Korean zoo. So I like how China is mad at stuff that went on in South Korea. Like I love how China thinks their way, their laws, their whatever applies all over. That's what I was getting to. Because it was so funny to me. Because I don't know, like I saw pictures of Blackpink interacting. Because I first of all, celebrities, but we're gonna use K-pop idols. I've seen it a million times. K-pop idols playing with animals or doing something funny with animals because something always funny or cute happens, especially when it's a woman because like all these idols are cute, playing with a animal. So the last thing I was thinking was they're not following the proper panda handling rules that China has set up for the whole world. I just saw like a couple of cute chicks. Well, they're Blackpink. A couple of hot chicks because they're all visuals, holding baby pandas and smiling. It was like nothing out of the ordinary. The pictures I saw, they're just holding them, smiling, and they look very happy. Of course, because it's a picture. It looks like they're gonna eat them. Anyway, but So, because it's the netizens, the Chinese netizens are outraged that Blackpink did this, and um, I guess the Korean and international fans are outraged that Chinese national TV broadcasts Blackpink holding the pandas with their faces blurred like they're criminals, because they should know better about how to handle pandas in their own zoo. Remember, this happened in the Everland Park Zoo in Seoul, Korea. It's not like they were in the I don't know what to call the China Zoo, because anytime China has a lot of the same thing gathered in one area, it's usually a concentration camp. Okay, and so I just think it's funny that like a country that has China that has concentration camp for Muslims is pissed about the way some other countries treating their pandas. Like the world makes no sense. Like, to me, this is why it's so funny. They're not mad at the concentration camps. They're mad that Blackpink wasn't wearing a mask when they were holding the panda. The world is ass backwards. In China, you're just, oh my god. Like, China gets a face palm. I mean, not the country, but I mean like the netizens, because China, it's a country. Like, what, I don't care about that. I'm talking about the people who are outraged. The same people who are outraged that whatever Lisa from Blackpink wasn't wearing a mask holding a baby panda are the same people who turn a blind eye to the concentration camps in their country. They're more concerned about a panda, a baby panda, than the over a million human beings in the Muslim concentration camps in their own country. To me, that blows my mind. And if I was the Korean media, I would post that like I would post like, well, you're mad at our panda handling skills, but well, you have concentration camps. I think that's bigger news than the way we handle pandas. But yeah, I just love that something, because to me, I'm considered to be an international fan because I'm not Korean. Um, I live in America. The the way anyone handles or holds or interacts, or if there's a camera crew or makeup crew too close to a panda, guess what? I don't give a fuck. Okay, I could care less. The only thing I care about is like, does like Jisoo look cute holding the panda, and like they're wearing like gloves and like scrubs. It's like they're just like they're doctors. About to have an operation, except I guess they weren't wearing a mask. And then like some of the comments are like, how do they not know how to handle pandas? I don't know, because they're probably K-pop idols who only know how to sing and dance. And how to post pictures on Instagram. I don't think they're well researched on panda safety. Obviously, if they're at the zoo and the zookeepers, or I'm sure the people in charge of the zoo are letting them do what they're doing, you know what that means? It means it's okay. Trust me. They're not gonna like kill the panda just so Blackpink, just so the members of Blackpink can film them for their reality show. And the fact that the people are trying to care so much blows my mind. When once again there's concentration camps in your country, care about that. Like, focus that energy on real stuff. Can anyone just, I mean, I can't take China serious. It's not the country. It's the people. Because it's like, I keep saying China because, like, to me it's not funny to blame the country, but like the people living there, I just think it's funny. Like, I can't believe that there's people that live in China who care more about baby pandas than people in concentration camps in their own backyard. In China, they have government, like, they've like taken away like a million, like, well, over a million men who are Muslims, Chinese Muslims. And that's another thing. Like, if you live in China, why are you a Muslim? That's just stupid. But anyway, they taken the men away from their families, put them in concentration camps, like forced labor stuff, and then they have a government official and the ones that were married, and replace them in the home of those men, and like they have government officials sleeping with their wives. To me, that is the ultimate assimilation. Now, here's the thing. I actually don't give a fuck about the concentration camps either. It's just the principle. I care about the principle, okay? I actually agree. Like I don't like religious freedom. I know it sounds bad, but I don't think you should put people in concentration camps. I just think churches should be illegal. And if people, excuse me, if people want to pray, they got to go somewhere like on their own, because this tax-free, I'm sure in China the churches aren't tax-free. At least over here, like this tax-free church shit is bullshit. I have to pay taxes. How come this church doesn't have to pay taxes? And you know it's all a government. I'm not a government, some kind of scheme. Well, it could be government related too, but not paying taxes. Do you know how much money you actually make when you don't have to pay taxes? There's a lot of money involved with the church, at least here in America. And I'm all for getting rid of it, but I digress. Concentration camps in China is trumped by panda handling in South Korea. That's how much Muslims mean to Chinese people. Okay? But, once again, I don't care. It's just a principle. It's just a principle. I mean, who knew pandas were so important to China that the way the pandas are treated in other countries is national news? Unbelievable. But anyway, that's how the world is, I guess. I hope you enjoyed this anti-panda Muslim show. Peace.